to you on this lovely hot Saturday. I love the summertime. I take the heat any day. Oh man, I just had the opportunity to go over the video about what happened in Detroit. The young lady who deleted her manager at McDonald's. And I want to talk about mental illness real quick and bullying. See, the problem with this world, y'all. Come on in, let's talk. Hey, Miss Ruby. The problem with this world is that people don't want to tell the truth about a lot of stuff. And since I'm a truth teller, people seem not to like me. Because folks want you to appease their life, and they want you to talk about what they like. And if you don't, they don't want to be bothered with you, or they get mad at you, or they delete you, or they unsubscribe. But the only way folks can heal and grow is by the truth. This woman went into her job, 26-year-old woman. I don't know if she had children or not. The one that got deleted had 6 children, from 5 to 20. She goes into her job. She said it was the second day that her manager sent her home. If y'all hear that noise, that's my air conditioner. Y'all know I get hot flashes, so please be patient with me. God ain't through with me yet. Okay. And I'm drinking hey, I got my mushroom coffee, y'all. So, she goes into her job. She said that she had shit to do. Those were her words. I had shit to do. So, this is the second day manager sent her home. She said that she even went on her day off to make up hours. Now, before I go into this story and add a few other little stories in there, how many of you are supervisors? I just want to know, can you put yes or boss? You running a show, you a CEO. How many of you are in charge that's watching me? That's my field, my background. I've been into management over 30 years. Now I work for myself. I haven't been out there in the working field for a while now. But how many of you love boss? Okay. Supervisor, boss, foremen, please listen to me. Because some people get positions and they don't know how to handle power. I've never been that kind of boss. I was always the cool boss. And since I was the cool boss, my colleagues that were also bosses, they used to get mad at me and try to report me because I wasn't an asshole. And when I used to have to write reports about why I was so nice to my employees, the first thing I would put was, I always treat people like I want to be treated. Always. No matter how much more I'm making than them, no matter what authority I have over them, to me, we a team. I'm just here to make sure the job gets done. This is not my company. I'm not your boss. I am over this company to make sure the work get done. That boss word we want to use all the time, we misconstrued it as, I own you. You gonna do what I say. People can be way older than you and you disrespect them. I've been an employee. I know asshole bosses and supervisors. They make your life a living hell sometimes. You don't even want to go to work, but you gotta pay your bills. You know what I'm saying? It gets so overwhelming that you want to snap. You want to go postal sometimes because you already feel like this job ain't paying my bills, Lord. I'm already struggling. This man is tripping. My kid's acting a fool. And I got to go in here and hear this person's mouth. So if you don't have a strong mind and if you don't have God in your life, you will pop. Do you hear me? Have you ever been there? Can we be real this morning before I go into the story? And people are so quick to say, lock that person up. They a demon. They this, they that. And you're right. They got to pay for what they did. But remember what you said. They're a demon. If you're not strong enough, people, a demonic realm would take over your thoughts and control your body and your mind. My son is fighting that. I just told you. A dark power will take over you if you don't have God in your life. If you don't know the Lord, if you don't believe in a higher power and you praying to a tree, you out there on your own. I promise you. And when I say praying to a tree, that universe, I'm praying to the universe. No, you better pray to the Father. He is the universe. But how dare you give a tree more power than you give him? My energy come from the universe. No, your energy and your blood flow and your heartbeat comes from the Father. Stop taking his power away and giving a tree the power. That's demonic too. It says in the word, we're not supposed to idolize nothing. We're not supposed to have symbols around us. Even the Christmas tree in your house is demonic. You're not supposed to have symbols and idolize it. You're looking at this tree, oh, it's Christmas. All this stuff is part of the world. You know what I'm saying? And you wonder why your life is going the way it's going, because we're hard-headed. We like the children of Egypt. We're calling this world, this earth, and we got the rule book, and we're not reading it. So we try to do life. We life in life like we want to life it. Put it that way. We're not listening to what the word's saying. And for the ones that say the word is not real, I have people on my channel say that. The word is not real. Just look around you. Look around you. For the ones that second guessing God, look around you, and then I promise you, you're going to find a scripture that match what's going on right now. Even about the children. Do you know what lovers of yourself mean? The word of God said you will be lovers of yourself. Do you know what that means? Let me tell you what it means, because some people don't understand. They feel like that means being conceited and boastful. That's a little bit of it. It means you're going to love someone just like you. How many people you see with the flags and they lovers of yourself? I love somebody who looks just like me. I love somebody with the same body parts I have. The Bible said that was going to happen. It said children will be disobedient. They would go against each other. Brother would kill brother. And everything that happening now already happened in the word. Cain and Abel killed each other. They was from the same mother. So you know you would kill your neighbor if Cain and Abel fell out. Incest. Sleeping with younger people. All this is in the Bible. Jezebels. Setting up men. Delilah's. Cassie. Daphne Joy. They in the Bible. So if you don't understand the word, you better get in it. You better dive deep. War and rumors of war. What's going on? Donald Trump talk about war every day. War and rumors of war. Yeah. Cash money will be no more. It's going to turn into credit. Everything turned into AI. All this stuff is in the word of God. Do you hear me? So you better start reading and show yourself approved. I don't care if you don't go to church, because that pastor cannot save you. Some people go to church and still out here doing demonic stuff and think because they go to church on Sunday and pay a few tithes, they good. That ain't true. And some of you sowing seeds in bad soil. You hear what I'm saying? Some of you sowing seeds in bad soil and you wonder why you ain't reaping a harvest. And then when you look at these little kids out here running around and you wonder why they all in the uproar, because some men sowed a seed in bad soil and they reaped a kill boy. Seed is a seed. The seed come from him, he sowed it into the woman, or the woman received a bad seed and she reaped a harvest, and that's the little kids running around here. You got to make sure you sowing your seed in good soil, men and women. That's even reproduction. You cannot put a seed in something bad and think you're going to reap something good. If it's two toxic people reproducing, you're going to reproduce a toxic person. Bottom line. Unless they're strong enough to not be a part of your toxicity. Do you hear me? I know a lot of people who both parents was on drugs, both parents in jail, one on drugs, one in jail, and they ended up being successful because they wanted something more than what they came from. You got to want more. But the reason I'm saying all this is because this young lady, I watched her video, and I watched the witness. This young lady sat in her car after she got sent home, and she made a video. I wish Sonny would have threw my remote away. I would show you the video. I gotta go get another remote for my TV. Sonny threw it in the trash, and I didn't know it. But she sat in her car, and she made a whole video, and she sounded so strong and confident. She wasn't crying. She said that I'm sick of her sending me home. This is the second time she sent me home. I got stuff to do. I came in on my day off, and she sent me home again. She kept talking about how she had a pow and she had to pull a pow on her kids for breaking her door. She thinks she's scaring me. She was talking to the camera. This is what she was saying. She thought she was intimidating me. She's a bully. I'm sick of her being a bully. This woman was a manager for 15 years at McDonald's. Now, I don't know if she was a manager the whole time, but she worked at McDonald's for 15 years, the one that is gone. So the employee just going on, she 26. The woman she deleted was she 37? 39? I think she was 39. So she talking and talking and talking. She said, I'm sick of it. Then the camera goes off. This woman left work, pulled over, made a video. Remember, she had a long knife in her car. She puts a mask on. She go back to work in the middle of the day. Go into McDonald's where she just left. Find that manager, and she 15 times like she was a damn serial killer. One of the co-workers, the girl was trying to stop her, and she couldn't. She's screaming for help. I just can't. I could imagine being at work and seeing something like that. I mean, who gonna run up on her? But know what I mean? She would have got some hot fried grease upside her ass if I was there. Oh, I would have helped as much as I can. She would have got that hot fried grease up on her. She would have got up off that woman. I promise you. But everybody ran. And it was a guy in the drive-thru. He witnessed it. He was a registered carrier. He piled in the air, gave her a warning, and then he held her until the police came. But I don't understand this part. I know he probably didn't want to hurt the woman, and he did the best he could. But if you're carrying a pow, y'all, the reason you got that is for stuff like this. She shouldn't even be breathing right now, because you standing there doing this 15 times, and you got a registered pow. She shouldn't even be breathing right now. But he did what he had to do, right? They showed the lady in court, still not crying, stone face. They even let her keep her wig on. I was shocked. And her wig happened to look like Ronald McDonald hair. I think this girl was addicted to McDonald's. I think she had little issues. I believe that somebody helped her get this job because she got mental problems. And not only that, she did this before to a man. But he didn't die. So before you hire people, just don't look at they got a charge. Find out about their charge, talk to them, and see where they mind at. And do it with other people in the room. It's so dangerous now, y'all. You can't interview somebody and tell them, well, I'll get back with you. Because I got other people I got to interview. Somebody might go postal in the interview. I need this job now, and delete you. So always have backup. Always. It's so bad now, guys. You got to have mace in your hand like this and have your finger on the trigger and just be talking like, oh, okay. Just in case, and watch their hands. Just in case they make a false move, you own them. Because mace will get somebody up off you. Okay? It's just so dangerous now. You can't go to work. Do you know what I'm saying? It used to be dangerous just in the streets. You run the streets, you're doing wrong. Somebody doing right with 6 kids working every day. Been working 15 years. And she get deleted at work. because somebody got sent home. Now, listen here. I know bullies. I know bad bosses. And this is why I'm telling you, if you're a boss, if you're a supervisor, even if you're a horrible coworker, today is the day you better change. Today is that day. You better get some act right because there's somebody out here that's going to meet your energy. You can't be around here bullying people. You can't be around here making a difference. And just because you in charge, I'm going to stop your food. You can't do that. This woman probably was at her bitter end of her ropes. Maybe her rent was due. We don't know. But she kept saying this woman been bullying her for the longest. And 9 times out of 10, the bully always get hurt. Look at Carmela Anthony and the twin. Those twins were bullies. Is it right he's gone? No. But people don't like bullies. And sometimes a scary person will hurt you. Do y'all understand that? A scary person that you bully, they will hurt you. And it sounded like Carmela Anthony was afraid of Metcalf. He knew him. But I must say this. Carmela Anthony, he came to that track meet on I wish a Negro would attitude. I promise you he did. I've been there. He had that just in case. Now, any other time he probably was afraid. But this day, he knew he had something. So I wish you would today. That's the attitude he had. I got something for that ass today. Have you ever been there? Have you ever been there? It could be somebody, your neighbor. I wish your ass would today. And sometimes wishes come true. So I'm looking at Carmela Anthony. He went into that tent on I wish a Negro would today. Now, any other time he was scared of the Metcalf boys. But he know he had something. I got something for that ass. Say something. He didn't say nothing to them. He didn't instigate the conversation. He just knows them. He knew they weren't going to say something because they were bullies. So he thought in his mind, I'm going to stop this bully today. I don't think he meant to delete the boy. I think he was aiming really for his shoulder because he hit him in the heart. I think he was aiming for his shoulder. If he would have hit him over here on the right, he probably would have survived. But he hit him in the left. And it went right through his heart. Should Carmelo Anthony pay? Yes. He has to pay for what he did. He has to pay. You can't take nobody's life and walk around here like you ain't did nothing and say it was self-defense. When if you notice a bully, this is where he went wrong. You knew these were bullies. They may have been racist. Keep your distance. Go to your own tent. If it's raining, run through the rain until you get to your tent. Why go into a tent with the bullies? Because you know they're going to bully you. So he was all the way foul, and I hate this young kid who is now 18, most likely going to spend the rest of his life in a federal penitentiary in Texas. And it's not going to be nice. I don't even know if it's federal yet, but he's going to be in a penitentiary. A good kid, A student, great potential, like my son. Both parents, well off, nice neighborhood. They gave him everything. They gave him everything except the mental toolbox. This young lady, parents, whoever raised her, gave her that something she needed to survive, to work. But they didn't give her the mental toolbox. My parents gave me both. You got to give your kids a mental toolbox. You know what the toolbox is? Just think of a box with a bunch of tools. The wrench, the hammer, the nails. That's what life is. A bunch of tools in this box for different situations. You got to know how to get in there and pull out a tool. Okay, she's sending me home. My rent is due. Patience. Woo, Jesus. Hallelujah, Lord. Hallelujah. I got to get patience. Okay, she's sending me home. My hours are cut. I can't pay my bills. Ooh, a resume. I got to go get another job because I can't keep dealing with this. I got too many bills to pay. Or maybe I can go to the Goodwill and start flipping clothes like Nina do. I got to figure it out. the toolbox on how to handle situations. The box got to have different tools for you to know how to handle situations. If you don't have that toolbox and your parents didn't give it to you and show you how to use it, when somebody send you home from work, you might come back and stab them 15 times. Do you see what I'm saying? Stop giving your kids iPhones, Jordans, trips, whatever you're giving them. Give them life skills and a mental toolbox to cope when you're not here no more, mama. When they can't call you no more. They got to know how to survive out here in the world without you. My mother used to always tell me this because she had me at an older age. My mom was almost 40 when she had me. She was a few months from 40. My daddy was 42. My mother said, my prayer was always to see my kids get grown. Lord, don't take me out here till all my children are grown where they can take care of themselves. And that was my prayer too. My baby girl will be 19 this month, at the end of the month. So they are old enough to care for themselves. I hope I don't leave here till I'm 125, but just in case, they know how to survive. And the two oldest and the youngest, they got to look out for their brother, Gino, because his mental state ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give your children that toolbox to deal with any situation in life, even with heartbreak. Some people snap during heartbreak. They go delete the person they was sleeping with because they can't handle somebody else for to sleep with them. Thank you so much, Mickey. They can't handle it. So they snap off and delete their girlfriend, go delete the person that's talking to their baby mama because they don't have the mental skills to survive. Now this young woman standing there in court with a stone face like she didn't do nothing wrong because she feel like she helped everybody because she killed the bully. It ain't even ticking in her brain. Everybody's saying this woman needs to go to jail for the rest of her life. I say she needs to go to a mental institution. Jail do not heal your brain. This woman is sick. And that's the difference with the system. They throw sick people in a cell and they continue to be sick. So if they ever get out, now you got a bunch of sick people roaming the earth. Why do you think you got a lot of homeless people in your city? Why do you think you got veterans out here in wheelchairs and don't have nowhere to go? Because they didn't get mental healing. They didn't get no mental healing. Once you lose your mind, your body gonna follow. You got to help people get their life back. Now, will she ever be out here in society? Most likely not. And if they put her in a cell, the reason I say put her in a mental institution, because the other prisoners going to be in danger. You got a psycho killer on the yard. It's a whole bunch of them, though. You know, and that's the thing with prison. You got a bunch of psycho killers that mind is gone, and that's why they did what they did. If you look at some of these crimes, you know a sane person wouldn't do that. And an insane person get judged like a sane person. To me, that's unjust. Because if I'm not operating on a full deck, how can I be accountable for what I do if I don't know better? That's like somebody in a wheelchair that can't get up and walk, and you telling them to walk because you see legs. I see you got two hands. I see you walking around. You got a wig on. You get dressed every day. You go to work. But her mind is handicapped. This woman sat there and did this to a man before. She had a criminal record. And nobody took the time out to find out what her record was about. They probably seen a felonious assault. I have one. I have a felonious assault. But if you talk to me, you would find out my story. It was a self-defense case and somebody tried to take my daughter out my car, and it go down from there. I'm not a violent person. Now, if I said, well, I went over this girl's house because she was talking crazy and I almost cut her leg off, then you could say, oh, hell no. Oh, you ain't working for me. You know what I'm saying? Now you can make a decision if you sit and talk to people. That's like relationships, y'all. Some of y'all getting involved with crazy people. I just seen a video today. A woman was at a prison visiting a man she met at prison. And she was walking out. I guess they should go in the yard because I guess some prisons you still can walk on the yard with folks. Back in the day you could do that, right? And she was walking in front of him. He grabs her hair, throw her on the yard, take his shank, and start sticking this woman on the yard. And by the time the guard got there and sprayed him down, I still don't know if she survived or not. I'm like, oh my God, he was sticking her all in her throat. Somebody she met on the prison yard. She don't even know this man. And 9 times out of 10, he's in there for murder. These women be so desperate. Y'all think, oh, long as I know where my man at, my man in jail, my man coming home in 2056. They don't care. And you're dealing with a psycho. People, you gotta know people's mindset. I told y'all all you gotta do is go to the barbecue. All you have to do is go to a family barbecue. If you just met somebody, before you be alone with this person, go to a family event. Or reaction gonna let you know that Uncle Junebug is not dealing with a full deck. Somebody gonna say, where you meet Junebug at? Oh, you met him at the club? How long you been knowing? When they say this, how long you been knowing Junebug? I just met him. You better take heed. Why you say that? Ain't my business. Leave Junebug alone. Leave his ass alone because his niece ain't lying on him. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes family is just messy, but you will know the difference. But stop being bullies. If you're a supervisor, if you're a boss, if you're a manager, stop being a bully. You don't know when somebody at their bitter end are falling down. Did y'all just watch that movie with Taraji? Tyler Perry made. Who watched that movie? What is it called? What, do y'all know the name of the movie that Taraji just made? And at the end of the movie, they said she was straw. Yeah, straw. At the end of the movie, I didn't watch the whole thing because I was at Leon's house and he had cut it on. We was visiting my daughter and I a few weeks ago. And I fell asleep. Like I always do. But they told me at the end of the movie she was hallucinating. It really didn't happen. But the whole moral of the story of the movie was she started losing everything. Then she just wanted to cash her check. Then she ended up pow-powing somebody because somebody else came in. All she wanted to do was cash her check and she didn't want to lose her apartment. This is how life happens, y'all. That movie, Tyler Perry, what I like about Tyler Perry, he talk about real life situations. Stuff like that happens. I just want to cash my check. You know me. My stuff finna get set outside. You know, and you just want to be honest. I just want to work. I just want my money. I ain't trying to take nothing from nobody. And people just keep on pressuring you. So she popped. Then she had a bunch of people in the bank that she had held hostage. Then it elevated from here all the way up to here off something simple. People can snap. It's a movie called Falling Down with Michael Douglas. He got out of his car with a pow in the middle of the highway, coming home from work in traffic because everything was going bad in his life. And he just snapped. And on his way to see his daughter for her birthday, he was just pow-powing people through the whole city. A lot of times the school shooters, I'm not making excuses for these people. Trust me, I'm not. These school shooters, they didn't have a bullying them. So they come in and they snap. They pop on. Everybody that talked about them in the school and anybody else around can get it too. When you go to that point, you at your bitter end of your ropes because they don't have a mental toolbox. I noticed something was wrong with my son. Y'all remember me saying something was wrong with my son? A mother's supposed to know this. So I begged, pleaded, and cried for help. I knew he was a ticking time bomb. I called the police on my son. And people was like, that's the last thing you do. Oh, no, the hell it ain't. Before I let him hurt somebody, they got to come get him. But I don't want them to hurt him in the process. So thank God my brother handled that situation. But y'all so busy talking about defund the police and the police and that. Sometimes the police calm the storm. I'm just going to be real. All police is not bad. My cousin runs the LAPD. She runs the detective unit. So I know she's not a bad cop. Sometimes the police, them boys in blue, they calm the storm because people act right when they show up. I don't care what y'all say. I know all of them ain't crooked, but a whole lot of them are. I know the police is like Russian roulette calling them, but I better take my chance with the boys in blue showing up to have a whole street fight and hoping I survive. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling the police. I ain't gonna fight your ass. 911. I got too much to lose. Y'all out here ain't got shit to lose. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna fight people who ain't got nothing to lose. Somebody got nothing to lose, go kill you. I don't play with my life like that. I pay taxes for the police to handle situations. I'm praying y'all come and handle it, not act a damn fool. You know, it's just Russian roulette with the police. But sometimes you gotta call them. And they took my son in. He was safe for the night, let him out the next day. And he ended up in this trouble. So when I go see the judge on Monday, I gotta tell him, I beg for help. Don't act like I didn't ask for help. I have a track record of me calling y'all. Now, how you gonna punish a mentally ill person when their mom was begging you for help? And this is what I'm gonna say to the judge. I called on this day. I called. So you failed me and my son. He gotta pay because he got mental illness? Come on, man. I'm going to challenge that judge. If you a judge of your word, if you a man of the cloth, if you put your hand up on that Bible and said, you swear that you going to uphold this law, save my son then. If that's your job, save my son. Because I tried and you failed. But 9 times 10, he a black man. He was born with 2 strikes at birth. He was a male and he was black. He was born with 2 strikes. That's why I always told my boys, don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. You already got 2 strikes against you from day 1. If you do anything, that's your 3rd strike. You out of there. Don't do nothing. Don't even breathe hard. If a girl don't want you, walk away because you already got 2 strikes, son. You born in a sad. You born with a curse on you for the world, in the world's eye. Mental illness is real. That's the moral of my story. Mental illness is real. And a lot of us is only 1 incident away from snapping. You, me, just 1 incident away from snapping. I was there, y'all. When my kid's father cheated on me and had me pregnant at the same time, he had a 19-year-old girl pregnant, and our asses in our late 30s. And he lied and told her he was in his 20s. That's why I said this R. Kelly shit and Diddy shit, that didn't just start with them. People do this every day. He had a kid pregnant. She wasn't even enough to drink. And we sitting there pregnant together. I'm 6 months into my pregnancy, so ain't nothing I could do. That's why our daughters are 6 months apart. I lost my entire mind. Now, I ain't gonna say my entire mind. I had about this much left. But my goal every day was to make his life a living hell. Oh, no, you didn't play me. Let me tell you why I lost my mind. It wasn't because of the penis. The penis wasn't shit. I can't even remember half. I don't even know how I got pregnant, to be honest. I'm just being real. We be attached to the person. We addicted to the person, the thought of being in a relationship. You know, we be in love with just the attachment of companionship. Half the time, you don't even like the sex. Let's be real. Shit. You try to fill a void. As long as somebody in that side of their bed, you complete. It ain't got nothing to do with the damn sex. So I was mad because I started thinking about all the times that I tried to save this brother from himself. I don't smoke. I drink a little wine here or there. This brother was an addict and an alcoholic. But he could do blueprint. He was a master carpenter. He kept a good job. He was a functional addict. That would keep me in tune with him. He would take care of home, take care of the kids. He could cook. He was spotless. He was a Mandingo. So all these good things outweighed that bad thing. And I kept overlooking the signs, the red flags, because he had so much good in him. From a good family and everything. So I got pissed because I'm like, all these years, I done lost jobs chasing behind this dude. He done pawned my car. He done put me through hell. I've been in and out of penitentiaries with him, up and down the road, going to visit, putting money on the phone, putting money on his books, thinking he gonna be a good father one day, because I got 2 kids by him. He gonna be a good dad one day. That's his son that's in prison right now, in jail. See, what I just said about seeds. He was a bad seed that planted in my soil. I ain't calling my son a bad seed, y'all. I'm just saying he a product of a bad seed. Thank God he didn't get on the crug like his father, but his mentality is just like his father. A child is the seed of their father. So if I had kids by somebody addicted to something, 9 times out of 10, the kids gonna have some kind of ailments, illness. They don't know how to cope with certain things. My son was an introvert. He didn't know how to deal with rejection. I mean, it's just so many things that can happen when you dealing with somebody that's on something. It ain't just the mother, the carrier. You could be a drug addicted baby. No, it's coming straight from the addict. That's his seed coming into you, and he on a substance. What you think you go get? Children that can't handle situations. Open-minded, weak-minded. They didn't get on crud, but they weak like he was. I'm strong. They get the weakness from him. And he know it. That's why he hate to talk about it. He won't even face his son. He won't even support his son because he know he just like him. And this same brother sit there and call his son the N-word. Oh, that and the N-word. He need to do this and that. Ain't nothing wrong with that N-word. And I'm like, listen here. You ain't been around my baby like I have. You didn't raise him. I did. You don't know if he's sane or insane, MF. I be want to go to straight postal on it. That's why I said you got to woo-saw. You got to go woo-saw on people because they will make you lose your mind up in here. How many people just, ooh, you want to do something to them. But by the grace and mercy of God, woo-saw Jesus, you got to rub your ears, woo-saw. I be having to hang up on that brother. Because I have flashbacks. All the stuff you done did to me and my kids, and you got the audacity to judge my son when your dumb ass wasn't even around. Do you know I would hurt you? So I just stay away from him. I start digging in my box. I be like, hold on, I'll call you back. Oh, patience. Oh, I need the mercy of God. Oh, Jesus, give me something. I start digging in my toolbox. I start opening that Bible looking for a prayer. I start walking through my house yelling, talking to myself. Sometimes you got to talk your own self down. That young woman was in that car. She had enough time to go to the park, make a video, and think about it. If she had the mental capacity to understand that McDonald's is not the only job out there. You can go get another job today. Go to Wendy's. They always hiring. Popeyes. It's restaurants up and down the road. Burger King. Always hiring. Get 2 jobs if she cutting your hours. If she just would have stopped to think, okay, I got to figure this out. I'm a single mom. I used to be sitting there like, okay, all these bills. Okay. I ain't got no help. My mom and dad gone. My rocks are gone. I ain't got nobody to call. I'm not going to sell my body, Lord. So I'm trusting you, Father. Show me what I can do. And I start looking around, and I be like, okay, all right. Maybe I can sell this. That is about $25. Then I can sell this. And then I can sell that. I'll start getting rid of stuff. I gotta come up with $200 for my gas to be cut off by next Thursday. Okay, that can go. Do you know what I used to do when my kids was little? And I was up against the wall and I didn't want to bother my parents because they would have did it. But I didn't want to bother my parents. So it's been a couple of times, not many, school would get ready to start and I didn't have money for new school clothes because I had all these bills. I had a home. So I would sit Tia and David down, my 2 oldest. Gina was nowhere to be thought of, and Gino was a baby. I would sit the 2 oldest down and say, listen here, y'all. Y'all have a whole bunch of clothes upstairs. You have probably 20 pair of shoes each. My kids had everything. You know, I gave him too much, to be honest. I know the rules is to have new stuff when you go to school. Well, mama got a lot of bills. Y'all love cable TV. We got I always had cable TV and I always had a phone in my house. And they had everything else. They had the games. They had the toy. I always kept those things. So I said, listen here. Either y'all want me to pay the cable bill this month or go out and get y'all some more stuff. The other bills I'm making arrangements on. So what do y'all want? I would let my kids decide. Even though you shouldn't do that, but I would let them decide. We want new clothes, mommy. Okay, y'all can't have cable for a month. Okay, we watch VHSs. That was VHS. I had probably 100 VHS tapes. We watched New Jack City. They should have been watching The Wiz. I mean, we was whizzed out with Michael Jackson. We had all the VHS tapes. Because it was a video store going out of business and they was selling tapes for $1. And I bought probably 100 of them. So everybody had a VCR in their room. We was VHS out. We didn't even miss cable. And they had new clothes for school. But I taught my children not to be materialistic too. You talk to David and Tia right now, they're not materialistic. Gino not materialistic. And then Gino, he too much like me that Gino would sell his damn pants off his behind. He loved rock revivals or something. Them pants like $200-300. I seen somebody say to him one time, man, them some cold pants. Where you get them from? He said, oh, I got them out of town. And like, man, I want them pants. He said, how much you willing to pay for them? Jill was like, huh? I'm like, Gino, you finna sell your pants? He said, mama, they only jeans. He paid him $100 for them pants. He said, let me go wash them. The dude said, you ain't even got to wash them. He said, all right, I'm going to put on my sweatpants. And sold the pants. I said, what are you doing? He said, I can get some more pants. He said, now I can take this $100 and buy some more products to sell. I said, you were just too much like your mama. You tripping though. I don't sell my clothes off my body, boy. But my kids get that from me. I gave them a toolbox to survive. Trust me, if I leave here today and God forbid, my kids can survive. Sometimes people don't know they can survive until they got to survive. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to push your kids out the nest like birds push their little birds out. You got to push them out the nest. You got to make them fly. Because otherwise they just sit there. I don't got no job, mama. I can't do this and that. I know a woman whose son is 31 years old, never had his own place. They made babies, still at her house. Oh, we roommates. Nah, your son need to taste out there and get on his own, man. Come on, man. That ain't cool. Especially a man. A man need to have his own. Why you think David got his own? Because I told David, you got to get out, David. You don't do Tia like that. Tia always wanted her own. But I'm like, she's a girl. You a man. You got to at least see what it feel like to have your own key to your door. You got to get out and do it, son. Because I hope one day you get married and take care of a woman. If you leave my house and go straight to a woman, you going to be a mama's boy. Get your ass out there. And then he'll call me sometimes, y'all. Mom, dang, since you left. Now, he wanted me to leave his house. I was there 2 years. I can't wait till my mama get out. Now, Mom, dang, since you left, I ain't going to miss you paying all my bills. David bills was only like $900, everything included. He had a downtown apartment that was banging. And I loved it because I had a lot of money left every month. So I didn't mind paying his rent and his bill. Now, my bills is way up here. I can't help too much. They used to be having all this extra money because I didn't have all these responsibilities. I'm back on here having responsibility. Now, David, matter of fact, David, if you watching, you give me my money. I just remember that. You just borrowed $100 last week, David. David is the type of person, he borrowed money and then he played with his mama being old. David, where my money? What money, mama? You know you borrowed some money from me. Oh, I'll give it to you my next check. You can't lend David no money. He'll play you. I promise you. But he know he got to stay grounded to pay them bills. I don't care if you Ubering in your car, because he Uber, he works, he do whatever. And then he has a girlfriend that keep on trying to convince him to get rid of his apartment to come stay with her. Don't you ever, sir, if you listening to me, your man. If you listening to me, don't you get rid of your shit to go stay with no woman. Just said we got 2 cribs. We still go together. But you can come lay in my house sometime. I can come lay in yours. Sometimes we can go out of town. We can go stay in a hotel. But I'm going to keep my shit. So when you get mad at me, get the hell out. I can go home. Don't get rid of your shit for a woman. And woman, ladies, Don't get rid of your shit for a man. Until y'all say I do and that ring go on your finger and he's capable of providing, because some people get married to folks that's broke. Okay? Don't get rid of your shit if this man can't provide for you. You shouldn't be marrying him if he can't provide for you. But once that ring go on, then y'all can join together as one. But until then, y'all just dating. We like this. Because you might snap anytime. I got to go home. And I taught David that. And I asked David if he ever, when he come over here and he like, I'm going to say, how many times she put you out? How many times you had to go home in the middle of the night? How many times she bought you something till he told you to take it off? Several. And he'll call me like, Mama, you was right. I'm so glad I could go home and get on my damn computer. I could go home and edit some stuff. He got his own camera, own PC, own king size bed. I gave him the living room set. I gave him the aerial rugs. You walk in David's house, he's a bachelor. And people be like, man, somebody put this together. He be like, my mama. His house banging. He's clean. He got his own clothes. He went over there to wash one day, y'all, not too long ago. She wouldn't give him his clothes back. And you know, he called me. And you know what I said to him? I said, what you telling me for? He said, Mama, you need to call to get my clothes. I tried. She was disrespectful. That's why I don't deal with her no more. But she was disrespectful. And I said, David, how many times I told you, first of all, you got to wash and dry it downstairs in your building. It's laundromats on just about every corner. Stop being cheap, David. Go wash your damn clothes and take your clothes home. First of all, I don't trust people, y'all. People will put a curse in your clothes. They put some voodoo. They might cut the center of your drawers out and bury them in the ground. I heard somebody say this before. They would cut the center of your underwear off and bury them in the dirt and do some voodoos. I don't trust people, period. It's demonic people running around here. It's people like what happened to my son that come through your TV and you think it's for your well-being. You think they finna put you on, Diddy. Then you think they finna help you. And the whole time, they manipulating your mind. That's why that girl did what she did. 9 times out of 10, somebody manipulated her mind. Or she was a victim to something and she snapped and said, I ain't gonna be a victim to nobody ever again. That happens too. They said she stabbed her boyfriend because he was beating her. So she probably had in her mind, nobody ever again in life go put their hands on. Nobody ever again in life go bully me. She probably had that in her mind because she's so messed up. That's why it's very important to treat people like you want to be treated, folks. Stop sitting there bullying people, cussing people out, talking about people, wishing hate on people, because you don't know what people's mental state. You may be the one to get it. You might be the one to get the business, and you ain't even do nothing. I just seen a girl on YouTube arguing with they call him a YN, young words. She pulled into a parking spot. He walked up and said he was gonna blow her in the face. I'm about to blow your face off. She said, I'm not tripping with you, but I ain't moving. I'm sitting there like, oh my God, girl, just move. See, people pride. If somebody walk up to me and tell me they finna blow my face off because of a parking spot, I'd be like, you know what? I thought I seen your name down there. You're right, I'm in the wrong parking spot. Matter of fact, I'm at the wrong store. Because he might about to go in the grocery store and pop off the store. I don't even want to be in the same place he in no more. You just told me you was crazy. I believe you. Let me leave. You can have it, baby. Do you need a few dollars? Matter of fact, let me buy you something to eat. You hungry? I kill people with kindness. My daughter was just in the car with me and her fiance last night, her boyfriend. And he got that, I wish a Negro would, because he from the streets. And she helping him change. He changed a lot. She finally got this brother on track. He got a license. He got a car. He work every day. This was a thug. You hear me? But she like, you gonna be with me, you gotta be on point. And it goes back to what I told her too. I don't like it, but he's a good kid. He got potential. But I just don't like people like my daughter finding Build-A-Bears. I'm just stop finding Build-A-Bears. A man's supposed to come as a man. He ain't supposed to come with a kid. You know what a kid is. A man ain't supposed to come with this. I like you, but I don't got the capabilities to work. And she said, oh, I'm going to help you get a job. I like you, But I ain't got the mindset to stay out of the streets. Oh, I'm going to help you get some counseling. I like you. But I don't have the capabilities. I'm going to try to help you get some help to learn, teach you how to be a dad. No, a man. And he said, what you doing with that box? Put that box down, girl. I'm a man. I'm a leader. I'm a protector. I'm a provider. I'm going to tell you what you need to be doing. A man lead. He don't get led. You shouldn't be telling a man how to go get a job. You shouldn't tell a man how to get his license. You shouldn't make a man have to stay out the streets. A man know better. That means you dealing with a boy. And who want to sleep with a boy every night? I want to cuddle up to a Mendigo and feel safe like my baby got me and my kids. We good over here. We good over here. I got a man. When I was married, I had a man. Even though stuff happened towards the end, I had a man. I had a military vet. He was a sharpshooter. He ain't gonna miss. He was a provider. All I had to do was wake up. He told me, see, this is what a man to do, ladies. I know I'm getting off the subject a little bit, but I want y'all to understand life. This is what a man would do so you can recognize a man. Because some of y'all don't recognize men. And that's when y'all end up on these platforms. Black men ain't shit. No, them black boys. Them white boys. Them Hispanic boys. We talking about grown men here. See, they misconstrue what a man and what a boy is. And that's why they hate everybody. No, baby, you dealing with a little boy. A man does this. A man will make your life better. A man don't come live in your nothing. A man don't join you on Section 8. A man take you off of Section 8. My pastor told us that years ago. A man has keys. Do you understand me? And they not yours. He got his own keys. My son got his own car, his own place, his own job, his own business. He got to have his own shit. Because that's what a man is. With or without a woman, a man's supposed to have his own shit. I don't care if you have an efficiency. All you have in there is a bed. Those keys belong to your bed. That's yours. You can go lay your head somewhere and not depend on nobody. You can feed yourself. I don't care if it's some peanut butter and jelly. I got a bed in my apartment and some peanut butter and jelly. And guess what? I'm laying like this at night. Because I'm a grown-ass man, dog. Until I can do better. My ex-husband, when he met me, we got to talking. He said, so what you do? I said, I work at the airport. He knew I work at the airport. I met him at the airport. And he said, so you own a house? I said, no, I'm on Section 8 and I'm complaining. And my Section 8, and I might lose my Section 8 because my kids, daddy, and my brother, woo, woo. And he listened to the whole thing. He said, so is that your goal? I said, what do you mean? He said, to be on Section 8, what's your plan? What plan? I go to work every day. I take care of my kids. I have been on Section 8 3 times, got off 3 times, y'all. I've never been on Section 8 more than 6 years. Okay? And he kept saying, well, what you gonna do with your life? I said, what do you mean? I go to work. I work hard. He said, Nina, Section 8 is not an accomplishment. It's something to handicap you. The government put that there so you won't grow. He said, don't you got a cap? You can't make so much money or they would take it. I said, well, I only pay $50 on my rent. I mean, they only pay $50 on rent. I pay the rest of my rent because I always had a job. So they will only pay $50 just to keep it for emergencies. Section 8 was like a cushion if I lose my job, if something happened. He said, you're not going to lose your job, though. He said, you see how you thinking? If I lose my job, if I can't afford this. He said, no, you got to have the mindset that I'm a survivor. I'm going to make it. He said, so now you got a man in your life because if you going to be with me, you can't be on Section 8. I'm like, what? He said, let me take you off. I was so scared. And I did it. I stepped out of faith. I moved to Birmingham. We ended up married. He took care of everything. I used to wake up, y'all, and I used to be scared when I used to wake up. I used to wake up like, I ain't got to do nothing. It's something I'm supposed to be doing. I know, because I've always been a provider. I said, Look at his account. The zero's looking good. I'm like, he gave me his credit cards. The house is nice. I'm driving good. He on the road. It's just me and Gina here. Gino came back and forth from Grand Rapids. I'm like, I don't have to do nothing. He said, you want to sell online. You want to do something. Do it. I should have started YouTube back then. I didn't. I would be booming right now. I had all the freedom in the world. He told me, do whatever you want to do. I got you. All you got to do is wake up, baby. Keep my house clean. Make sure I eat good when I come home. Good loving when I come home. Just take care of me. Take care of the house. I got the rest. I didn't understand that because I never had a real man. You see the difference? It scared me. I never had a real man. I always had Build-A-Bears. I always had to put a nose on it, put a heart. It's like the Wiz. You know, I was like the Wiz. They came to see the Wiz, and I had to put them together. Slide some oil to me. I'm like, I'm tired of giving your ass some oil. Here, take Diddy baby oil. You know what? You get this baby oil. Get your ass up out of here. This is what I'm giving dudes now. They getting some baby oil. You ain't getting no lubricant. You getting some baby oil. Get your Diddy ass up out of here. I'm so different, y'all. I'm so different. I listen to a dude, and as soon as he say something stupid, just one thing, just one, we just friends now. You blew it. No, I'm for real. A dude say something like, man, just say I met a dude, he working. We talk again, and he say, man, I had to quit that job. I'm about to go to the temp service. Oh, okay. All right, let me get back with you. I gotta paint my office. What you doing later? Whatever you ain't do, I'm not gonna be with your ass. No, you don't stay consistent. I just came out of being a double-minded person. I never been able to stay on track. I don't need you to make me set back and go back. I need somebody that's gonna keep me on track. I need a leader in my life. I need a positive man. I need a strong man. I need a man to say, nah, you ain't finna spend that on that. No, we got too much to do. Nah, baby, you want to go on a cruise? Well, let me go ahead and give you this deposit, and then we can pay on it for the rest of the year. I'm sitting here like, dang, I want to go on a cruise. Who am I going to cruise with? Then I wonder if they got money. I got to help pay for their trip. Oh, hell no. Every damn birthday, I was on the ocean with my husband. He made sure, he said, you love palm trees in the ocean. And it wasn't even a birthday sometime. Baby, get your bags packed up. Be home this weekend. We going to Florida. Okay, boo-boo. Didn't ask no questions. Trip paid for and everything. And my husband wasn't cheap. He like $400 or $500 rooms. So I had to, and I used to get mad, like, why don't we just spend $150 on a room and you let me have the rest to go shopping? Girl, shut up. We staying in this room. Oceanside rooms. And I didn't understand it because I wasn't used to a man. And I'm saying all this, y'all. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. And if somebody leave your life, be strong enough within your own skin that you can survive. I lost all that. Some of it was me, some of it was him. I'm woman enough to know now that I had a lot to play with my marriage fella. I'm not going to blame everything on him. I ain't going to run around, man, ain't no good. Shit, my mouth was horrible, man. You know why my mouth was horrible? Because I came with baggage. I had all this stuff holding on me. So when he said something, it triggered something in me. It reminded me of my kid's father. Who the F you talking to? I started treating him like he was a crackhead. And he looking like, girl, you got me effed up. So we always was like this. And then there was another sweet little woman in his ear. Ladies, believe this. When your ass bitching, it's somebody over there that's taking care of your man. Even if it's just mentally. His friend. Well, why she say that? Well, why she do that? Well, you don't deserve that. You such a good person. It's somebody over there in his ear, and you wonder why he stopped caring. Because he getting peace over here. Look at Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston. Do you know Bobby Brown, manager, is who he married to now? Because all the time when him and Whitney was getting high and fighting and fussing, he would talk to his manager. And she seen the good in him when Whitney was seeing the bad in him. Then she told him, you better than that. I met you, you wasn't on drugs. She was. Let me help you. She started helping him. Then he fell in love with the person that helped him off drugs. And he married her. So, don't think because you Billy Badass and you rah-rah, that's going to make somebody stay. No, that's going to make them run. And it's going to be always somebody over there ready to catch your mess. Come on, come on, come on. I got you. I got you. Is it right? Nope. Same thing with men. You over there dogging your woman out, you cheating, you mistreating her. It's a brother over there saying, let me take care of you, baby. He don't appreciate what he have, love. That's a little boy you have. It's a man always ready for your mess that you call your mess to help her build. The moral to this video is, get your mind right. Leave people alone. Have your own. Have your own toolbox where you can move around. If you lose your job, go get another one. Matter of fact, you should always have several streams of income. I'm slacking right now because I don't. Well, I do a little bit, but I'm not doing like I used to. I used to be grinding so hard, YouTube started spoiling me. And then YouTube started going down. Now I'm panicking like, oh my God. I always had several streams of income. Because just in case your ass want to act stupid, I still can pay my bills and eat. And I ain't got to get on OnlyFans and sell my behind. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to call my landlord and try to trick. Do you hear me? So most of y'all do that. I call my landlord. I got to go on and suck off the Mr. Tony. Hell no. Hell no. I would have Mr. Tony hold some collateral before Mr. Willie is my landlord. Mr. Willie, I ain't got the rent this month. But, Mr. Willie, can I come over and do some housekeeping? Can I cook for you? Can I do something? Can you just be patient with me? I double up next month. The last resort is sleeping with him. Sleeping with him. Because I don't want to wake up and Mr. Willie outside my house, painting outside the house, doing my yard. And I wake up like, what you doing for Mr. Willie? Oh, I just thought your house needed to be painted. Because I put the business on Mr. Willie. Let me stop. Let me stop. Y'all know I'm stupid. Y'all know I'm stupid. I have Mr. Willie walking straight. Do you hear me? Mr. Willie will get his swagger back dealing with this. I'm just tripping, y'all. But listen, it's your girl Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. Leave people alone. Can y'all get my likes up, please? Leave people the hell alone. When you go to work Monday, have a different mentality and attitude because you might come up missing. You might come up not breathing. You don't know what box people coming out of. Stop cutting people's supply off. Leave folks alone. Help them grow instead of tearing them down. What makes you feel good to tear somebody down? That's what I be saying about these podcasters. Do it make you feel good to tear somebody down instead of building somebody up? Do it make you feel good to lie on people? That shit is outrageous to me. And I want to say something real quick. For example, do y'all remember in Chicago about 3 or 4 years ago when the girl was in the chicken place and the dude was standing there and they was arguing and he said, stop talking to me. He said, I swear to God on my grandmama. He was going to hit her, right? And then she said something else and he started pounding her. And her son came in and he had her pop out and he deleted the boy. Do y'all remember that? People got mad at me in Chicago because they knew her. And I tried to explain to them, I'm not saying that her son shouldn't have defended her. I said she put her son in a conversation. She had to shut up. If she would have been quiet, her son wouldn't have had to shoot nobody. I wouldn't want my child to have that on him. Do you know they say when you take somebody's life and mess with your mental? If mama would have just been quiet, I would have left my food. I don't know this Negro. He telling me he finna do something to me if I don't shut up talking to him. Why I'm gonna keep talking to him? I'm looking at him now like, this brother crazy. He just threatened me. And I'm getting all quiet. Could you please hurry with my food? If not, can I have my money back? I'll be sitting in my car. Just let me know when it's ready. I'll be back in here in 10 minutes. I'll send my son. I'm going to my car. No, because she had that pawpaw and she knew it. See, this is why pawpaws are dangerous. It give you courage. It makes you want to be on I Wish a Negro Would. She knew. She told the brother, her son, go to the car. He knew what that meant. He went in the glove box, got his mama shit. Soon as he seen a dude pounding his mama, which he was well within his right, he was pounding his mama. But the man told her, say one more thing. Say one more, I swear to God. Right there, she should have zipped it. What she say? Blah, 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 blah. And he could have, what if he would have hauled off and stabbed her? Hauled off and shot her? She ain't thinking like that. He could have killed you, lady. And this Chirac. Oh, they on demon time over there. Ain't no way in the hell I'm in Chirac and a brother tell me, say one more word. I probably won't speak the rest of the day. I can't say nothing. That brother, no. I ain't saying nothing else. I don't have nothing to prove. Nothing. And if I feel threatened, I'll get in the car and call 911. Actually, my scary ass, when it comes to stuff like that, I'm pushing 911 and the police hearing everything he's saying, they gonna pull up in a minute anyway. I'm acting like I'm on my phone 911 and just holding it. What you gonna do? You gonna hit me? I mean, leave me alone, please, sir. I'm afraid for my life. The police will hear everything. And before he knew it, that whole building would have been surrounded. And he was known to knock out people. And then the girlfriend, she's standing there, she looking at the woman saying, he told you. So that let me know he whoops her ass. Because it couldn't have been my man. I'm like, is you crazy hitting that lady? What the girlfriend say? He told you. I'm looking like, what the hell is wrong with my people? Leave people alone, folks. Nicki Minaj paid for that boy to go to college. You know why Nicki Minaj stepped in? Because she knew this little boy finna have a hard time with life. He probably got to face these gangbangers on the street after this because that man was known. People gonna be calling him a murderer in college. He gonna have a hard life now. Nicki paid for his college tuition. And I think but all that wouldn't have happened if you would have just been quiet. You don't have nothing to prove. Zip it. Yes, he was a bully. The dude was a bully. They say he used to knock people out. Good vibes. But it ain't my job to make sure people stay sane. If you insane, you know what, crazy Michael Myers' cousin, you can have the flow. You got it. It ain't my job to make sure you okay. If you show me you crazy, I believe your ass. And I'm not trying to help you get better. That ain't my job. Now, if you want me to call the people with the special jacket to come get you, I'll help you out. I can dial the number for you if you tell me to. But no, if you think you sane and you run around knocking people out, I'm not going to be your next victim. What's that song? Someone please call 911. No. I'm not one of them